Wednesday, February 11, pay breakdown. Let's get into it. Okay. Throughout the past days, we've just been, you know, accumulating, building price for what do you call it? For news. All right. So price accumulated downwards, and then you have news pumping up at 8:30, manipulating these highs, right? Boom, taking out previous day high, and we took out some accumulation from the left here. We didn't really take it out. We just took out this high right here. We sniped it out, and we rebound this back inside the order block. So this is what price took out to the literal tick. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. ES is already way too far ahead of NQ, so you already have like a fat SFT, but it's not really that important. You don't really need to worry about it. I don't know why it's not showing, but we literally took out that high, sniped that bitch out. From here, the reason why we didn't really dump from here is because we were building accumulation for price to manipulate again. Okay, news manipulated up, right? But when we took out these highs over here, the DOL. Hold on, bro, call me for no reason. All right, but when we took out this high, we didn't see a strong reversal. We didn't see price start displacing lower. It just all right, we're chilling. But yeah, price didn't really go any down. It didn't start distributing lower. Like if we were chopping around slowly. So price was legit just rebuilding accumulation to take it out, especially around 9 a.m. You see news do this a lot. Okay, if news set in a really like prominent high, price will chop her off a little bit. Okay, 9:30 will literally just rebound inside the order block and sell off. Okay, but today we literally just took it out again because price does what price does. And for the people that were trying to long here, some dickhead, I'm not gonna say who, he knows who he is. He tried to long 9:30. When have I ever told you guys to trade 9:30 manipulation? Like 9:30 to 9:33, stop trading it, put it down. You guys are addicted to the displacement candles. You guys are getting FOMO. You guys are greedy. Okay? So start waiting, be more patient. Alright? If you know we're gonna dump at 9:30, cool. Just wait for a rebound and enter. It's that simple. We'll get into OTE. But from here, alright, you have manipulation, price taking out this low. Okay? Bullish candle got immediately inverse. Why? Because we're bullish. Now we're setting up for price. Alright. Off this, you literally just have an order block you could take. So you can mark out the order block. You see price inside of it. It's respecting it. Boom. Price starts displacing lower. Alright. You could have entered here as this candle closed, like right here. Was valid. Stop loss at the high of the manipulation. Okay. Or the SIBI right here. Either or would have been valid. That's the first short you could have taken. Okay. TP. You want to be in and out, especially when you're trading. We have news as well. This wick, okay, but after you see price take it out and then giving you another displacement candle, again, this low is here. Let me mark it out. Boom. This low was nice, and this low was nice as well. All right. Obviously, we didn't get the second low. Why? Because look how price was moving. After we took out this low, okay, a lot of people are thinking PXH over here. PXH. Price rebounds inside of PXH. We total manipulation. Now we're gonna see longs. We're gonna start pumping up. No. This candle was a nice rebalance, alright? A lot of people took it, some of you guys, which it wasn't wrong, but you had to be in and out. 30 points flat, you would have gotten 30 points flat anywhere you entered on here, alright? That's why I suggest 30 points. Even if you're in the wrong trade, you could still be in and out really fast, alright? So, if you took this short, targeting 30 points, valid. But if you were trying to short after this, invalid. Why? Because if this candle was the rebalance, why do we have a bullish candle? Does that make sense? Like rebalance displacement, but where's the displacement? Why are we bullish? Why are we closing this candle bullish? That means price is gonna do some fuck shit. Price is gonna look to either go back up, retest the order block, or sweep this wick high and then dump off. So you have to think like that. You have to react. If we have a rebalance, where is the displacement coming after it? There is no displacement lower. Alright? That's where you have to wait and see price continuing going lower. So here, this candle was not valid. Why? Because we didn't even really close below this wick. Like price legit just edged it. Second candle opened up and manipulated that low. Turtle souped it. And from here you had like a turtle soup, and then you see like some longs. Alright. You're not referring to the bissies on the left because we are bearish now. Alright. You don't want to refer to previous PD arrays. okay, because they're getting invalidated. If we were referring to the BISIs, okay, why didn't this hold? Why didn't this hold? Why didn't this hold? Why didn't this hold? You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna get scared every time you see a PD array on the left that's opposing your narrative. Right now we're bearish. You have manipulation, price sweeping the high. 930 opened up, swept it, and now we're seeing reversals, displacement lower. All right. You have your rebalance, but there's no displacement lower. This is indicating that price will either start reversing, give you a rebound that's deeper into price, back into the order block, okay, or it'll just completely just chop around. That's how it's indicating that price will chop around and start being slow. When you don't have a displacement after a rebalance, when price isn't following regular protocol. What validated 930.33 was that BISI? It was legit just price manipulating the highs, okay? You have accumulation, price manipulates the highs, okay? You're not seeing displacement past it, all right? This got closed off. It got disrespected. This Salmon BISI, all right? And entering on this candle was valid because you see price is displacing lower, it's continuing lower. Targeting this internal draw, it was valid. How do you advise to mark out order blocks? Depends. If you have a fat candle and like the candle that made the manipulation, just literally mark out the candle itself. But if you just have regular down and up candles, like for example this, imagine this made the manipulation, you could just mark it out from like the top to the bottom of it. Like that, it's fine. But pretty much that's it. So this was the first short you could have taken, okay? If you took this short off this candle rebalance, all right, cool, valid, but you had to be in and out targeting like this internal draw or 30 points flat, okay? But if you shorted at the bottom over here at this candle, doesn't make sense because we have rebalance but no displacement after it. So this was just a fake move. This is price manipulating you, gives you that internal soup. Then you have like some fuel and price action right now to rebalance us deeper. What did price do finally? Came back inside the order block and it swept that low. That high inside of it. So you literally just have internal manipulation right now. Rebalance back inside the order block and you see a fat displacement lower. Okay. This is the type of displacement you want to see. All right. So you have a rebalance. Okay, inside the SIBI right here. But what is coming after it? Now you have clean displacement lower. You see prices continuing lower. Okay. So now it's valid for you to enter here. Literally, even if you entered on this as it's closing down, stop loss above the high, targeting that internal low, valid and clean. Okay. If you waited for more confirmation, more displacement lower, see what price was doing. Okay. You would have seen, all right, price wicked this low, but not enough displacement higher to confirm that we're longing. All right. So now, what am I seeing? What is price telling me? Okay. We rebalanced. All right. Now, what am I seeing? Am I seeing displacement? Yes, you're seeing displacement now. You see price is displacing past this previous low. You can enter here, stop loss at the high. Okay. You could target this low now. Why? Because we are disrespecting this low. This low is not significant for us to continue us higher. This low was just to rebalance us back inside the order block and give us that internal manipulation. Now we're seeing the full reversal, the full continuation downward. So you can target this or a 1-to-1, valid as well. Again, price took out this low. What do you see price do? Continue displacing lower, but you're not entering. You're waiting for a rebalance displacement. All right. Price gives you that rebalance. Okay. Because we're bearish now. Why would price continue being bullish when news came out bullish, but 930, same thing. 930 opened up higher, manipulated, then we dumped lower. So now this is just legit a rebalance, not reversal. Nothing. We didn't take out nothing for price to start reversing here. So you would know this is a rebalance. Back inside the SIBI, you're seeing displacement. You can enter legit here as it's displacing lower or at the bottom right here. Valid as well. Stop loss at the high or above the SIBI. Targeting 1-to-1. Legit would have been met, or the bottom of NFP or whatever. Still would have been met. You know what I'm saying? So from here, legit just simple continuation, shorts, shorts, shorts. And yeah. 1040, let's see. Boom, price took out everything. We took out this low inside the BISI. Okay. So remember the other day on Monday where we manipulated this low right here? Or no, Tuesday. Am I geeking? Nah. Monday. So Monday we have this manipulation leg. Why did we resweep it twice? Because NQ made the SFT. ES did not dig deep. NQ made the manipulation. NQ manipulated lower. That's why we got a reswept of it. So sweep of it, manipulation. You have an order block here. You even have a fat BISI. That price started displacing up, literally at 930. So like a fat BISI. Price came back inside of it. Took out the accumulation inside of it. From here, rebalance, and you see nice displacement up. Boom. Entries wise, all right, you wouldn't really enter anywhere here because it's all accumulation. Okay, there wasn't really any good setups for price, especially here. Price did take out this high, but why would we continue being bearish now? You know, we swept a low, we swept a lot of accumulation. If price wanted to be bearish, okay, it would have continued being bearish here after it took out this draw. But this draw was enough fuel for us to start reversing, especially the whole dump from the top of it to the current low. You would see price is going to look to rebalance. It's going to look to dig back deep inside. All right. From here, you have displacement lower, yeah, but like legit it's just one displacement, like no rebalance displacement. You had rebound, my bad. You have manipulation here, yes, correct. You have displacement, you have rebalance, you have displacement, okay. If you entered on it, cool. Stop loss at the high, cool, okay. But TP, once you got edge right here and you see price start reversing, legit just close your trade. Like legit nothing you could have done here. It's just unfortunate losses. Like obviously the narrative is bullish, but like if you were shorting here, you would not have gotten tapped into your see. I was reviewing my recording and missed the rebalance displacement at 936, so I thought I was gonna miss the overall move because we should have just started displacing to the next low, but then we had wait. Aside from that, just 940 was clean. Or not 940, bro. What am I saying? Overall macro was good. If you just been patient, you would have just seen what price was doing, especially at this rebalance candle. This candle opening up would have told you everything. But other than that, that's pretty much just PA breakdown. Let's get into questions. Questions about PA breakdown before I go over the trades. How do we use liquidity sweeps as manipulation? I mean, it's literally in your question. Like, say this out loud, bro. Slayer. Liquidity sweep. When price sweeps liquidity, why would it sweep liquidity? In what context? Any context, bro. Price sweeping liquidity. It's like, think of it as like turtle soup. Price coming back up to turtle soup, you know, sweeping liquidity. Like over here, liquidity sweep, price swept it, you know? Depends on the structure. Yeah, there has to be structure for price to sweep. Like liquidity, so accumulation. Alright, so when price chops around, that's price building liquidity for price to sweep later on and then continue to do what it wants to do. Can you show us an example of good displacement candles with uptailed wicks that are okay to enter off? Yes, I got you later. I entered at 934 displacement candle. I wanted that Sibi rebalance, but we didn't get it, and entered off displacement was a FOMO. I felt a bit, but I thought it was valid. I targeted CEO of range for 1-to-1. I went to at 933. I basically suspected it, but didn't. If it would work, yeah, it's valid if you enter at the 934 displacement. How do we know a Salma Sibi / a BSC disrespect will work? Because they are prone to be pattern traded. Wait, bro, there's like 50 questions popping up in my face, nigga, chill. It's all about context, especially around 930. You see it happen a lot. It's when there's a huge displacement candle or a bearish candle. Like, for example, a whole bullish candle. This was a manipulation candle, right? Because it took out liquidity. From here, we just started reversing. Okay? If this was a valid fair value gap, a traditional one, why would the second candle start opening bearish? Okay? Why would it not open up bullish and continue going higher, and then we had a rebalance inside and then took longs? Same thing for here. Bullish, 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 fat bearish candle lower. Salmon Sibi, you know? If we wanted shorts, we want to see it get respected, and then we see continuation lower. But like, if we wanted to long and continue going higher, this candle, we would legit just inverse it. We would just continue going higher. You know what I'm saying? Alright. 936 candle rebalance like a failed swing close below. Why wouldn't we enter off that? You would, okay? Obviously, you would have entered on it like any other day. Okay, you wouldn't predict what this candle does, but if you notice how this candle was opening, you would have to react. All right, this is why you say reaction, reaction, reaction. You react. This is a perfect rebalance, but the candle that opened after it. All right, if you see how it's opening, it's bullish. Why would a candle open and close bullish, bro? It doesn't make sense. Okay, let's say this candle opened up bearish. We start displacing lower, but Once it closed bullish, you would have known it's not going to work out. It's going to be a bad trade. That's why when you have this candle going lower, you would think of it as like manipulation. Price going to look internal sweeper or something like that. Then we're going to do some fuck shit. That's where you would have closed your trade. Break even here. That's where you would have to react. Yeah, they work if you use it in the correct context. Good shit, Miko. Proud of you, bro. I'll review your trade in a second. Not specifically a minute PDRA. It's just if it's a huge candle and the price is still inside of it, still trading inside of it. Bro. This one, yeah, this one as well. This is 935. This is 936, nigga. No, not yet. Playmaker. Loud, resend your question, nigga. I told you, bro. This is valid to enter on it, yes. But once you've seen how this candle is like opening and closing, bullish, then you would close it on this bearish candle. Like you had the opportunity to go break even. Wait. I'm not reviewing trades yet. I'm just answering questions about PA breakdown. For tomorrow, trade. Trade. It's just code because the whole group call yesterday was waiting until 9:35 to take cooks me. Yeah, bro. Literally, that's the thing. Like on the days you would want to wait for it, shit would present before it, and then on the days that you're not waiting for it, it presents at that time that you know you were supposed to wait for it. Loud, you get it? Do you actually get it? If not, re-ask your question and I will try to explain it better, bro. Say wallah you understand? Because bro, if you don't understand, just say you don't understand. Like I'll repeat it until like you understand it. It depends on price action because sometimes it might be 1040. Price starts moving up, picking up at 1040. To just seeing how price is moving. But yeah, you can enter around 1030, 1033, 1035. Still valid. Alright, bet. Low key, I don't understand it. Alright, Apollo, what don't you understand about this? Let me know. The shorts here. Shorts here were valid, yes, but it's reacting. It's about reacting. How this candle opened and closed, then you would have to like close your trade, pretty much go break even. When we have external plus a total manipulation get displacement, that's all we need to enter. Pretty much. Wouldn't 30? Yeah, it is a rebalance, but the candle after it, we didn't displace any lower, so. You don't need both external and internal to enter, no. If you have one or the other, that's fine. So would you close when you see that candle? Yeah. So let's say you entered as this one closed bearish. Okay, let's say you entered here. You see this candle open up bullish. All right. You could have closed it instantly, or if you wanted to gamble and like pray that price will come back to your break even, this gave you another opportunity to close it. At 10:45, the reason I lost was mainly just because I thought a protected low was going to get taken out and my narrative was wrong. Let's go over 10:45 for you, Brandon. Yeah, this low right here. Here, we were low-key accumulating, so this can get reswept tomorrow. So, we swept the highs. Yes, you have manipulation inside the CB, okay? Displacement rebounds, displacement clean, all right? But we literally just did not have the displacement lower. Like, price did not continue any lower. So, price sweeping this high wouldn't be valid manipulation if you think about it, because like we didn't see any continuation lower. Like price did not displace lower, so it's just about being careful when reacting. I wouldn't say your narrative was wrong. It's just the trade didn't work out overall, because we are bullish. Price did give you that manipulation inside the CB, and you see like a small move like displacement rebounds, displacement, but like After that, there's no more displacement. Just price literally just started reversing, started slowing down. So just own it up to the game. You know what I'm saying? Why price after 936 starts to rebalance higher? Because we took out this draw right here. This draw right here. You have two draws below you. You had this accumulation, price took out at 930, manipulated, then came back down. It took it out, okay, slowed down a bit, rebalanced, then continued going lower, and we never met this draw until like way after. We have external manip, then market open, manipulate again, which we need 2 minutes usually for reversal. 31 also rebounds to the order block, it looked valid. You have external manip exactly at news, but where was the displacement? Okay, if price started to displace heavily down, all right, and 930 opens up, rebalancing back here, valid, super valid. But this is price legit just building up. It's building up liquidity to take people out, to literally just manipulate them. Yeah, I did trade. Yeah, pretty much, literally just a solid L. Like, it was a good L to take, you know. CE of the range was up here. This is the daily range, like after price started to displace. So price legit took out both sides. So accumulation highs, accumulation lows, and from there, it just did its thing. So this was the range that we were in. After 930 swept the high, we started displacing lower. I entered on the 936 candle when it hit the CE and shot down. I entered there. What's your thought? Yeah, it's valid. As long as you hit TP, you were targeting 30 points, you would have been in and out. What did you take? I took pre-market longs. Do you ever cut losses? Yeah, cut like if I know the trade is bad or like I enter because of emotion, stuff like that. If you, it just reacts, you know. I could have gone out B on that trade lower, but I held, although I didn't like it. Yeah, some trades you have to like forever, you have to hold through, right? But like some other trades, you legit just have to react and close them. And building that discretion, market experience will help you identify between the two. Yeah. Do you have a signal group? Osman took that. No, it's just simple news sauce. Nah, bro, I lose. Bro, what do you call it? Losses happen, bro. December, I blew a 15K payout. Like, literally, last winning day. I blew a 15K payout. Losses happen, bro. It's normal. But, like, when you lose, you know, you either go be depressed or you can, like, just go and start winning again. It's up to you. All right. No more questions about PA, so we can go over trade recaps. So the thing is, I know go for 1-2-1s and target the pros, but I was going for the next one for 60 points, but price hit my 1-2-1 and I didn't size down nor TP. I hardly got cooked. Yeah, that's why targeting 1-2-1s are so good, because even though you might be really confident in your trade and stuff like that, you don't know what price has in store for you. Some days I know exactly what price will do. I know price will run, but I still hold myself accountable and I don't get greedy, you know? I take my points and I walk away. Because, like, bro, if I could do it today, I can do it tomorrow. And I can do it tomorrow, I can do it the third day. It's up to you, bro. Like, do you want to get 30 points every day, 5 days a week for the next 50 weeks? Or do you want to get 60 points every 3 days, you know, here and there? Maybe once or twice a week. Yeah, mostly target 1-2-1s. Yeah, pretty much. Maximum I would target maybe 50 points. 50 points I'm walking away. 75 points if we're like really, really moving. Of course, bro. I love you too, Tonka. 7:45. Yeah. Is it fine to target just 20 points? My win rate was high when I was doing that, or is it just too low? 20 points would be valid if you're like sizing heavy, like 2 minis, so on. But like 30 points, bro, you can easily get 30 points. Like it's just an extra 10 points, you know. But if 20 points been working for you, continue targeting 20 points, build up your confidence. Then slowly, once you get that discretion, market experience, Orhan with macro, you can slowly size up. I mean, not size up, but like target 5 or 10 more points. How do we pre-fire news? Is it based on manip during Asia and London? Yeah. And don't try to trade news. What contract size should we do for 30 points with the current volatility? 1 mini. 1 mini 8 micros. Alright. Let's get into trade recaps. Wait. Nah, it's not the best, I'm gonna be honest. Lucid Blacks, they're good. My funded futures are good. Going through the lecture, still any words of advice from you besides the regular? If you need like specific advice, like let me know. How many micros is 10? Alright, let's get into trade recaps. Alright. That one guy. 45 macro. Okay. This was London. London. Clean SMT as well. Rebalance inside the order block. Displacement, rebalance, displacement. Clean. Good stuff. River didn't wait for candle closure and blow my XFA. I mean, bro, if we were bullish, why did 930 not continue going higher? Come on, bro. Think, River. You're doing so good, River. Don't let this one loss fuck you up, bro. It is what it is. Just another eval. Continue trading good, bro. Especially after you're seeing so much progress. We manipulated the high of the range. This place off of it. Enter short target and the turn low. Simple, Yusuf. Good shit, bro. Simple. Knew what I was looking for, but I would have taken that true displacement through BIST since we had internal manipulation after external. I didn't know if it was valid because of the wick candle, so I just waited for a rebalance into the CB. Was this a late entry? No, still valid. Clean. Knew I entered late. I wasn't confident how price was moving, so I just went break even, especially because higher time frame narrative was bullish. Druzy, good. Yep, you entered a bit late. True that. But at least you reacted fast enough and you closed at a break even. Manip at the high internal manipulation, strong displacement, patiently waiting for that rebalance, and we instantly failed the rebalance. Enter targeting a 1-to-1. What went wrong? Rebalance, yes, but if we wanted to displace, this bullish candle should have been bearish. This bearish candle should have been in place of this bullish one. Alright, so price was legit just giving you that internal sweep manipulation before going back up to rebalance and then dumping off, selling off. So you just got caught at the very bottom. I saw the reaction, how much displacement we had, 3930 low on both ES and NQ, waited for a rebalance which we had to the C of the SIBI. Then I took an entry targeting a 1-to-1, then I saw a displacement lower. Beautiful. Perfect TP. Looks super valid, but unfortunately I've been conditioning my mind to do better than last month by not making the same mistakes over and over again. I didn't hesitate, left my stops alone, not being emotional anymore about losing trades or losing accounts. Yeah, here, legit, technicals wise, rebalance, yes, but no displacement to confirm this is gonna hold. So price legit just reswept, turtle manipulation, swept that wick high, rebounced back inside the SIBI, or I mean the order block. Forward test, way better AP. Coming into the day I was bearish because we took out the external deal well. We were at extreme premium of the range. Correct. Market open, we internally manipulated and created an order block. We then started displacing to the downside. We rebounded the displacement candle and displaced again, telling me that we want to see a lower price. Enter off candle, targeting 1-to-1. Today I felt like today was a valid loss. Yes. Follow my rules, enter off displacement after rebalance and was aligned with manipulation. Yeah. Rebalance, displacement, but not displacement. Clean. You had the right narrative, it's just you got caught in a really bad area, you know? Unfortunate. You guys know why that didn't work out, so on to the next trade. Tried to pre-fire the displacement and paid the price. The area I entered was wicking, showing price either wanted a heavier rebalance, yup, or reversal. Reversal not probable because it would fuck the narrative and we didn't have a good manipulation for reversal, correct? It wanted the heavier rebalance. Patience is key. What I did wrong, now I know how to fix it. Perfect, J-Lou. You know exactly your mistakes and what price did. Just literally rebalancing heavier. So, perfect. Perfect. Unfortunate loss, though. And manipulated the candle, went below that manipulation low. Then a rebalance plus displacement. Generally, I feel like this type of trade works out 90%, but deep rebalance was just one of the losses that comes with the model, where it's obviously avoidable. Obviously not avoidable, but it does happen. So, it's just about reacting, all right? If we wanted to see price continue lower, more bearish candles. This bullish candle should not be in the middle of a bearish candle that just rebalanced. Unfortunate loss though. Avoidable, but only avoidable when you have experience and like time to react fast enough, you know? Yeah, unfortunate loss, legit. You have your manipulation, but price did not displace enough, so this manipulation was not really gonna hold. So valid loss in my opinion. Follow my rules, rarely take 2 L's in a row, so I don't know, trade account is blown. This one has like 700 drawdown. Yeah, bro. Prioritize AM. AM, I feel like will help you get back on your feet. Had a neutral bias, wanted to see what 930 would tell us, saw a minute with displacement, expect a busy. Or it was kind of cooked, but just targeted 30 points. Is this valid? Yes, Trizzy, super valid, bro. And good that you targeted 30 points. Perfect, Cypher. Perfect, bro. You knew we were bearish. You just waited for price to rebound back inside the order block. Cut out the noise. You waited for displacement, then you entered on it. Beautiful. Good ship. Messed up today. Entered at 9:30. This is the guy entered at 9:30, guys. Everybody shame him. I then entered a second trade, which I lost. Was going to lose regardless today. Did not see price correctly. My fund and XFAs are protected because of drawdown. Lost limit. I made the mistake of going into my lucid XFAs and turning it off. There's 1K left drawdown on my fund index and 350 left in my lucids. I have a fresh 25K XFA coming in tomorrow from TPT. How should I size to build back? Again, trading 930, thinking this is mid-up inside the BISI. Alright. Cool. But like, why did we not displace, you know? So obviously this is not manipulation. This is why I told you not to trade 930. Because you might see this as manipulation. But guess what price could do? The next 2-3 candles hit you, make you hit a sell. So, spat. Stop trading 930, bro. You did not get payouts from just trading 930. What are you doing? Alright? Turning off auto lockouts. Especially on Lucid. When have you done that? Like, come on, bro. This is bad. Alright? This is like real bad, bro. Back then, your losses were like 200, 300. They were really easy. You can control them really easily, bro. But now they're getting out of control, out of hand. 1K, 1.6K, that's the entire account gone in one trade. What is going on, bro? Lock in. Alright? You wanted to take longs, it didn't work out. If longs didn't work out the first time, why would they work out again the second time, bro? Come on. Trade that separately, bro. Trade that like solo. Don't trade any other accounts with it, bro. Just focus on one account. Build back up. Wanted to wait for a rebalance because when we manipulated, we never got an actual BISI. Disrespect. What should I have entered off the one candle BISI getting respected right after the minute? Anyways, waiting for a rebalance displacement. Entered off it, but was too late. Should I have sized up to 6 micros? But overall, not sure what was wrong here. What should I have done differently? Here, again, you had the right thought process, but bro, just price did not price, and you just have to had reacted here. Like, you see price give you that rebalance, cool, close bearish, right? But the second candle that opened and it closed bullish. If we were displacing now, we were gonna continue going lower. Why do you want to see a bullish candle here? Doesn't make sense. Unfortunate loss. All right, own it up to the game. You could have reacted to it, but it was kind of hard to react. It just comes with time, so don't beat yourself up. Order block plus sweep. This draw was not a prominent draw as price wanted to seek lower prices. I got out at almost half my stops when price started displacing with a second bearish leg, signaling the buyers are losing their hands. Again, bro, you will never have an order block in the middle of the range. Like, if you were gonna take shorts or longs, bottom of the range, you know, not like in the middle. All right, like you have a deal right below you that's straight up accumulation. We swept this low. Okay, price gave us a rebalance, but like this is not like important manipulation. This is not significant manipulation for price to like hold the order block any significant. Okay, and for you to catch longs back up to the high does not make sense, especially when we did not long in the first place. Why would price manipulate the high, come back down, manipulate lower, and then go back up? Does not make sense. If price wanted to long, it would have longed from this. Not taking longs, playmaker. Been more patient and waited. All right, if price literally wanted to long, more displacement up, more clear narrative that price wanted to continue higher, especially at 930. Yes, yes. Can't join because of work, but here's my trade. Was it a bit premature? Also, there's a thought process with the displacement value below the internal through soup. Manipulation after external. Yup. Stop loss above displacement candle entered on it, targeting 1-to-1. Yup, correct. Yeah, perfect, Anuka. Good shit, bro. John, I reviewed the trade in your journal. Yeah, that's a good trade still. Eval, displacement lower, rebalance. Further displacement from the rebalance. Second was paper. Price rebalance at the PXL. Take that internal. Yeah, we went over this trade, and here, same thing. Legit, you have manipulation, displacement, but like price legit just did not continue going any lower. So it's unfortunate. Yep, I went over these trades. Here, same thing. I went over it. Yeah, manipulation, displacement, but like price did not give you another leg lower. It just did not continue. It's an unfortunate loss. It's a valid loss. Got a late entry, but what's your thought on this? Huge SL, I'm not gonna lie, Tonka. You don't want to have a fat SL like this, a whole big trade like this, bro. So overall, right thought process, but like, bro, you just got torched, especially after you had SL. So wait for a rebalance. Here we went over why this did not hold, why this did not work out. But other than that, shorts here would have been valid. Anywhere around here would have been valid. Opening the disc, yo, if you're trading with the Discord, you are bound to lose and you deserve to lose. So loud, come on, bro. I saw that we were saving the Civi, so I knew we were going to go lower. I entered shorts, overall good trade, but I wanted to get an earlier entry. I just hesitated a little. Yeah, overall right thought process. Okay, with time, Rohan, you'll be able to get those like earlier entries. So don't trip, bro. Overall, you had the right trade, and you targeted like a 1-to-1, so you were in and out fast. TP at the -2, but price close. I mean, glad that you closed it early because price did not give us that -2 until way later. But overall, good trade. You entered on this displacement candle as it was displacing lower. Good shot, Apollo. Yeah, it was valid, but bullish candle. I went over exactly why that did not hold. It was just unfortunate loss. Drada, why are you trading news? Bro, I'm not even going to review this trade, bro. You're trading news. Are you serious? Yeah, I went over why this did not hold. Abdur. Clean shorts. Both were good. Bet, bro. Good shit. I mean, was it really late in macro because this was chopped? Like, if there's no trade, you'd have to wait for macro to like move. You wouldn't really view it as like Salmon Bissy disrespect as confirmation. You would just see like price failed to go higher. It just failed to continue higher. So you would be like, okay, if price manipulated higher and we didn't see a continuation and we see price is disrespecting this bullish candle, I'm just entering on it. You know, simple as that. Oh yeah, Miko. Shorts were beautiful, and shorts here again clean, even though it was out. Good stuff, bro. Again, Miko, same thing that you did on the eval. Please do it on the XFA, okay? All right, 5 to 8 micros max. All right, bro, and just trade simple. And if you want to beat that consistency, just make the same amount every day. Don't let your biggest day go over 800. Pim, close at that white line, noticing price started to slow down, reversing. Good that you closed there. You reacted, but overall, not a bad idea. It's just price did not price. All right. Pim, take care, bro. Take Take care of your grandma. Hopefully she comes back. Continue doing that, John. Nigga reads fast as shit. Bro, I'm not slow and retarded like Salmon. This nigga is illiterate. I'm down $84. Go a mini. How come the 938 candle is not a valid displacement candle? Let's go over it. 938s. If it was valid, do you want to see a displacement candle close near a wick? Like, if I want to see price displace lower, I don't want it to like edge this low. I want to see it displace below. Look at the difference between this wick, okay? How did price close here? Below it. So valid to think this is going to continue lower, alright? Like when you have price wicking like near it, for example, like here, we didn't have clean candle closure below this low, so you would know price is going to either rebalance or reverse or just sweep this low and then reverse. You know what I'm saying? That's why candle closure below accumulation lows like wicks is really clean and valid. Alright, so again, no body closure below this wick indicating price is not continuing any lower. It's not going to go lower. And this other candle would have signified it even more. Doji candle at this low after sweeping it. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Up 1.5k in the eval. I need to focus more and I start to implement the solutions. Trade from 9.35 after. No rush it because this is when I start to think I start to do shady and trades like losses. Exactly, bro. When you trade near like manipulative candles, 9:30 or 8:30, you're bound to lose. You are bound to lose. That Brandon, bro, love. Take care. I have no tips, bro, because I'm filing my taxes right now. Alright, any questions? Nah, I can't. I didn't pay my 2025 taxes though. I owe like $7, I'm not gonna lie. Chill. Chill, folks. Alright, any questions regarding group call, PA breakdown? None of that, so I can end the recording before you guys goof around. So the people who have jobs and stuff, you know, they can watch the group call and they won't, you know, time waste. When I become profitable, can I pass evals quick for people to make more money? No. No, I didn't make an LLC because I did not know I was going to make this much money. But I am going to make one for this year. So for today, entry after the displacement at 9:34, it's a valid entry, not premature. 9:34 here. Yes, as it's displacing lower, enter on it. Yeah, it's valid. Of course, bro, love. I bet with that, group call is over. Love you guys. Take care. Good luck on the rest of your week and don't hit SL.